Welcome back to Road to Mythic, Episode 2. Today we are playing 5-color ramp. I don't think this deck really needs an introduction at this point. It's very much in the meta. If you're not playing an aggro deck, like a mono red or a mono white, this deck is kind of the deck that you would play. It's very popular. With that being said, as you can tell by my name up here, I'm just not a fan of it. I just think it's boring. I think it's boring to play. I think it's boring to fight against. Of course, I recommend the deck. The deck will get you to Mythic. It's that level of good. But I'm just not really a fan of it in general. I don't know. It's like slam lands and play things that are way better than whatever the other guy has, right? So I think, I don't know, it sort of gives me vibes a little bit like, remember back in Zendikar, the Rogues deck, right? The mill deck. Man, that was just the worst. I mean, I think a lot of people would agree that that was just awful and completely unfun. This is not nearly as bad as that, but I don't know, it's just kind of similar to me. Like, you queue up a game, picture this, right? And your opponent goes first and he drops a Sparus headquarters and you're like hovering, you're like, do I concede? I kind of just want to concede, right? I don't know. That's kind of my vibe with it. With that being said, this is my version of it. I think every version is almost the same with like one card of difference. Or 2 cards of difference or so. I run 3 Up the Beanstalks. I think it's a very good card. A very good card. I know a lot of decks don't run 3. They run either 0 or like 2 or 1. I run 3 because I love the card. I think it's great. And I think it absolutely wins games. Or keeps you in games as well, right? That maybe you would be out of otherwise. So I think I would adjust my mana base here a little bit though as well. I think that I would add Mirexes and take out some other stuff, personally. I don't know if this Raffine's is actually necessary. So I would probably at least add 1 Mirex and maybe take out this Raffine's. The other thing that's a little bit different with this deck maybe than what you might see is that it has a Depopulate in it. Of course, we all know what that's for. That's for the mono reds and the mono whites and the soldiers and the things that get you dead fast. Because it can happen a turn quicker than Sunfall. The downside of this deck is a lot of your lands do come in tapped. So the good news is you can hit 4 or 5 mana by turn 3 or 4, right? But if you don't, you're kind of sitting like a duck, just waiting to get shot down. Because of how many of your lands come in tapped. But that's another spot where Mirex is so good. Say you have 1 plains and 2 other lands that are not plains, and no lands in hand, and you're fighting mono red and he has 5 creatures on board and you're dead next turn, and you just need an untapped white source, right? The chance of that is like 0. These Mirexes bring that chance up a little bit more, so that's why I think adding them is not a bad idea. In that situation, I don't want this card at all. If I draw this card, I'm so sad, right? I want this card. I slam it, I say you're white for the turn, and let's rip, right? And it works the same way with Sunfall. It doesn't have to be for Depopulate. Turn 5, you've got one white. Maybe you're sitting on a white in hand, but it's tapped. Imagine drawing this bad boy, right? Imagine drawing this bad boy. You're making your opponent scoop, and it's just the best. So that's the deck. That's the deck. Let's get into these games and let's try to get out of platinum. Oh. I think we can make this work. We need a land, but we can get there. think we have to be mana efficient here. Virtue this and that lets us play any of these on our next turn and Stomper the turn after, worst case. Yep. We'll probably just go for the throat that. I think we keep the bindings because they can hit anything. This can only hit a creature, so if he gives us a creature to kill, I think we kill it. Yep, Thalia. Alright. Now I think we binding one. I think we have to take a hit from Thalia, but that's okay. It's a crazy good card. If he has another scroll, that's tough, but we can sort of get through that part. Then we're kind of tapped out though. Alright, let's go for the throat this. We're not playing the creature because it can't do anything anyway. And now we do have Line Binding held up. Probably Leyline Binding that. Let him pump. Let him swing. We think he's building towards an Adeline, but we're 11 cards in already towards a possible sweeper, so that's not bad. Alright, we don't have a choice here. Just have to get the Stomper down. We'll probably grab a forest here. This actually comes online next turn, and we have another one. So this is kind of his last extremely free turn. Yep, and that's fine. Okay. If we draw an untapped land here, of course it's tapped. We can. I was gonna say we can Virtue. Alright, this can be plains though. Excuse me. No attacks. He's trying to flip. He's trying to give it the old flip. Just a double spell next turn. Oh, do we not have double black? Oh, I fucked up hard. Wow, that is crazy. We can go get black. Let's attack. No shoddy blocks, right? We have vigilance too, so we can just attack here. He'll definitely probably just take 4. Why would he block this? Which one has something under it? Wait, what? This one, right? That's correct? That I'll hit that one first? Oh, double first strike works that way. We want a sweeper. Sunfall. No black mana. Weird. We can get it with that though. Let's take another Mirax. Let's take an Atraxa. And then Up the Beanstalk. No, at this point we just want the... play our land here. Let's see if he can double spell. He's got 5 mana, so... Oh, he can't double spell. That's really good for us. We'll hold here then. We're gonna attack then Sunfall. We might cycle that. It's not black mana anyway. My first game of the morning and it's not going well. as far as I'm playing absolutely horrible. This is pretty ugly. So he knows I'm gonna Sunfall. I get back my Stomper. Let's go ahead and Sunfall. We don't mind losing the Atraxa. Okay, he's gonna go ahead and scoop. Nice. I played really bad. Really awful and still won, so I guess you take that as a gift. So, nice. GG's. We'll go next. Alright, we're not so tired anymore. We've had a few sips of coffee. We're feeling awake. I don't know if this hand's actually any good at all, to be honest. It doesn't have any black mana. We could go fetch it with Herd Migration, but I suppose we'll keep it and let the shuffler decide how we do. So we do get to draw, so we get an extra card at least, I guess. Oh, no black mana. I think I don't have a choice but to drop this forest here and Herd Migrate next turn, no matter what, kinda. I think I'll get too far behind if I try to play another tap land. Looks like maybe we're playing Golgari mid. That's a black mana. It's pretty good. I'm gonna do it still. But we don't have to go fetch a black mana per se now. We can go fetch like a blue source or something, because we'll also have double white. Let's go ahead and discard this. I don't think we're gonna answer the I don't think we're gonna answer the Dread Knight here. I think we'll let him answer. Yeah. We want to exile that if we can, so we kind of want it on the board when we Sunfall, so we'll just have to take hits from it, and it is what it is. I kind of want to grab a white, because a lot of the deck is white. But I already have double white, or I will already have double white. So I think I have to grab a black here. Let's go ahead and do it. If he plays like a Glissa or a Skitter, we'll just probably Virtue that instead. Yeah, there it is. We really don't want him to get the card draw. And killing creatures might cover our sweeper. I think we go there. And I think we go here. Stomper can get us our 7th mana for Atraxa. So that's pretty good. Let's see if he eats his own creature here. Nope. He's just gonna... I don't think we need to Stomper here. With the next Sunfall, I think we definitely can just Sunfall here. So let's go ahead and do it. We're just trying to get through this guy's hand, right? Once he has 0 cards, we're happy. He's gonna go ahead and kill his own Dread Knight. I think that's pretty good for us. Cut down is terrible against us though, so it doesn't really mean that much. Now I just spent this whole turn doing that. We have a blocker that will need to be answered next turn. Okay. Fine. Oh nice, we drew the mana. So we just Atraxa here. Let him answer the Atraxa while we grab a whole bunch of new cards. I have the next Atraxa, so I don't think I take the Atraxa. Might be telegraphing that he's going to go ahead and scoop. Yeah, people don't like seeing that card. I don't blame them. That card is a nightmare. So, alright. Well, GG's, let's go next. Doctrine. Let me tell you, man, we're going to have some fun. On the draw again. It's acceptable. We will have every color. One of every color. And we can go fetch for either a white or a green. I think we'll probably fetch for a green and then fetch for a white with that. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's see what he's got to interfere. Golgari again, okay. Alrighty. That's a good draw. I might just play this. I might hold the herd migration then, since he hasn't even played anything. Let's go ahead and get that down. We might just Stomper next turn. I don't think we'll play both because we do want a Sunfall. That's the thing we want to do in the end. So let's go ahead and Stomper here. You have double green now. Probably just go ahead and grab a swamp then. So Sunfall is online next turn. The question is it worth using next turn? Trespassers are tough. Archangel does not kill them. I wonder if I'm supposed to just Stomper and herd migrate. That sure does feel like it needs to be a Sunfall, doesn't it? I think it does, and I think that's fine. Up the Beanstalk's good, but not against the Sheldred. I don't have another answer for that card, though. If he has a backup. If he has a backup, though, it's his whole turn. We can probably make that work. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Sunfall here. I think that's the play. Let's get him gone. Let's get him gone. Let's make him make the play. Playing Shelly like that sure makes me think he has a backup Shelly, though. Nothing. And we drew the next Sunfall. So that's pretty good. We don't have... Let's go ahead and do this then. And then grab a green. Play the green. Draw the card. And we can make a 3/3 if we need to. I wonder what he's doing to full pass with 5 mana open. I don't think I need to play into it more than this. I think I can just let this be. Boy, he wants me to power this up, doesn't he? For why? Just to kill it? That's good for me if that's all it is. I want to Atraxa this turn. So I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let him kill the Atraxa. We still get value off of it. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna need to discard something. So we can discard like this forest. And we can take... So we can only keep 2 cards here. Let's keep this. We'll leave a herd migration in there. And let's keep a Leyline Binding. Or Virtue. Nothing's in the yard though. I've exiled it. And my next stuff exiles it. So Leyline Binding it is. Let's take these, let's ditch the forest. I think. Yeah, we actually want to play this, I think, to be honest. Just for the diversity. So let him kill this, that's fine. We knew it was gonna die. So we actually couldn't kill this with that though. So he must have something else. That gets above cut down as well. So discard. Force goes. It's cool. Is his entire deck just interaction? Yeah. Cool.
Enough with the mysteries.
Make me discard, man. In this case, we might just ditch the Sparas. We kind of like our hand. Double Sunfall is probably not needed, but it's just super safe here.
I'm tired of
yep.
your secrets.
I think we leave that alive to discard stuff too. He runs out of cards way before we do. Yeah, I think we can just up the Beanstalk. We can up the Beanstalk. Stomper. And pull that alive. So let's activate this now. See what he has to kill it with. I'm gonna guess you it's like maybe a Virtue on his turn. If he lets us hit though, and get that to 1, then he can't minus it. So he has to plus it and get rid of one of his own cards. Okay, so we can kill it. That's fine with us though, because again, we want him to discard. And we'll take that before he can alt it. He's giving us a land too. Groovy, man. Dude, we'll always take a land. What do I have here? So I want like a Spars maybe or something? Probably take a Spars here. Okay. We're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. And he probably can play his hand out, so the discard won't hurt. But again, the whole goal was just to get him to 0 cards. Maybe he can't play his whole hand out. So he's gonna make us kill this. But that's fine. Our Archangel's gonna come down and wham bam. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, I think we do like this. I think we do like this. Then we do like this. Kick that around. 1 to you. 1 to you. And we're holding a mana up for Leyline.
Knew this was a waste of time.
Let's see, what cards does he know we have? Just the Sweeper. He really doesn't want to play creatures into us. This Virtue's pretty useless. That's probably never going to see action this game. Although, what's in the yard? What's he put in the yard? Well, he's putting a Atraxa and a Stomper in the yard. I've exiled all of his stuff, so, you know, maybe that could see some use here. Might be worth just throwing down. I think we'll just Herd Migrate next turn though. And see if he has anything more than pointed removal. See if he has some sort of sweeper. These decks don't typically run something that can actually get around Herd Migration. Because Gix's command doesn't really do it. Yep. We'll go ahead and play that out. We'll probably start cycling from here though. That's just a new one. Why not? Let's go ahead and Herd Migrate. Full pressure. Alright, we want to keep this Mirrex actually. So now we'll probably get rid of the Sunfall he knows about, to be honest. At this point we don't think we need both of them. His hand wasn't as intimidating as I thought. But Seju again. We will take this land. This makes it so that we don't have to do that yet. Because we're just going to Leyline Binding this again. 27 cards. Yeah, we're still chilling. You're mine. Alright, the Sunfall can go. And, the Virtue actually is like kind of a safe play. I want to keep the Mirrex too, though. So the Stomper can go. Yep, we like that. We like our hand. Mirrex for land next turn. Yeah, I think we're too big. This deck is kind of insane, to be honest. I don't know, this is probably the last video you'll ever see me play this deck in. I don't like it. It's kind of too good. I don't know, it feels like cheating. I don't know, it just feels stupid. I don't know. We'll see. He's giving us the rope here. I think this Golgari deck has a really hard time dealing with Herd Migration. I feel like every time I've played some form of like Mono Black or Golgari, and I played a deck like this, the Atraxa was kind of irrelevant other than like the creature itself. You can take care of that all day, but Herd Migration just beats you because you just can't kill everything at once. Is he really gonna rope us out? That's kind of lame. That's kind of lame, man. Just concede or play your cards. Conceding's fine, there's nothing wrong with it, man. Well, sorry guys. Has anybody been roped before ever? Has that ever happened? Here's the better question. Have you ever done this to somebody? I'll be honest. If there's a deck that deserves it, it's the deck that I'm playing. Actually, fuck me for playing this deck. This is extremely yikes. I mean, we're just gonna swing. At this point, I want to get it over with. And we'll just let him have a turn. He can't possibly win, so... And I think he like got up and made coffee, or got up and took a shower, or went back to bed maybe, or it's on google.com finding a new deck or something. I'm not sure what he's doing, to be honest. We came prepared with coffee. After that first game we played today, so tired and mistakes made, like, not again, man. Not again. We're trying to get to Mythic. We can't just play stupid. We can't just play stupid and expect to win. Oh, he's there. Nice. What? Dude, why did he leave and then come back and slam with Glissa? I don't get it. I'm just ending this game though. This guy's being weird. Doctrine, come on, man. I'm sure you beat up on Mono Red, but let's go, dude. We're gonna take his Glissa. And then we're gonna swing all immediately and go next. Well, there's no shot he has a card that holds priority here just to fudge us. Holy man. That's absolutely wild. This is crazy, man. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good, we'll take the win in the end. I'm glad we didn't lose. I wonder what kind of winner this guy is too, bro. He's probably the nice as you're losing or whatever. Or like your go, right? As you're like thinking about a way you could possibly win. I swear, dude. As soon as someone emotes, I just fucking mute him. This guy's for sure that guy. Like, I'm sorry. This guy is for sure that guy. He made this take as long as possible. Literally as long. Look, he's making it take even longer than we thought, even. Like, it keeps taking time to just get out of this game and go next. Wow, man. There's nothing wrong with scooping, my friend. Literally nothing wrong with it. I'm not even gonna remember you. Wow. Wow. Good game. Not really, actually. Not really. But anyways, we go next. Alright, Dizzy. What's good, man? Yeah, we'll keep it. Fairies again, huh? You can't kill that one with Virtue for a couple turns. We can start cycling those lands at this point. So he's holding all of his mana open. His spell stutter is 4 open here. 2+2. So let's ramp and take a hit. And if he wants to counter that, then that gets one of them out of his hand. I mean, I think that's fine. Grab a swamp. Grab an island. Alright. So what we have to think about here is, that's a good draw. Wow. It's actually a really nice draw. Let's see if we can get a counter out of him. We can pay for spell stutter, and we will here. Yep, auto pay that. We can't pay for it. Okay, he didn't use it. Did we run the Virtue out too then? I think we do, right? He'll want to counter this. And I'm fine with him countering that one. Whatever, right? Oh, he's gonna return, okay. Did he not have a counter then? Wow, they always have counter. They always have it, man. So now, though, we still have to think about a spell stutter, which is 3. So 1, 2, 3. So I need another land. Let's run this out. I'm worried I'm playing too slow and giving him too many looks at cards. Let's grab another plains. And let's pass and see what he does. Go for the throat. His spell starter here is worth 3. So I think it's this. Kick, and we can pay 3. So it's definitely this for double kicker. He would need double spell stutter to counter this. And we are more than okay with that. Okay, so he didn't have anything. Fair enough. Leyline Binding is very good. He gets to reload his hand a little bit. That's alright. Yeah, why not? Alright, so now he wants to answer this Archangel pretty bad. And we'll Atraxa next turn. Shieldred? Okay. We'll probably splash our Leyline Binding in and let it get countered. What you got? Actually, you can't even spell starter that. I could pay for it. Let's swing here, see what he does. Nothing. So I think we reload with Atraxa. Spell starter's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can pay for it. We have 2 open, so let's do it. Gets around Make Disappear or Spell Stutter. He's gonna flash in his Mastermind. Cool. Boy, Archangel is good here. Let's grab an Up the Beanstalk. So the question then is, do we grab an Archangel or another Atraxa? I think it's Atraxa. We'll just go ahead and play this out for land for turn. And we will Beanstalk. Yep, we like this. Herd Migration's really good. So let's see what he can do to our board here. Okay, go for the throat. Perfect. I have no problem Sunfalling this entire board. Man, but I don't think I need to Sunfall this entire board. Spell Slitter's just so scary, man. So he knows I'm gonna Atraxa again. Let's get in. You know what? We're gonna do this, actually. Get our card. Leyline Binding, very, very good. He's gonna scoop. Nice. Dude, Fairies is kind of scary against us. Holy. Alright, GG's. Eli, let's go. Let's go, man. Yeah, we like this hand. That's fine. Looks like we might be playing a mirror matchup here. That's a pretty good draw to get if this is a mirror matchup. Fiends. Let's see if he can answer the Up the Beanstalk right away. He chooses not to, or he cannot. Land for turn, say go. What did he not have on turn 3? He had nothing on turn 3, huh? Murex is a pretty good card. That could cause some issues for us. I'm tempted to just play that out. I don't think we need to. I actually think we'll fetch a land here. Yep, that's fine. Yep. 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 Let's do this. Grab a swamp. Alright. Let's make him not want a Murex, huh? Yeah, we like that. We'll just point it at this Murex. If he makes another one, we can block another one. I mean, he has to kill this, so he has to use cards in his hand. It appears it will die, but that's fine with us. We just need to get to 7 mana. What does he have, a Virtue? I mean, I still want him to use it, so it's fine. Yeah, it's fine with me. Very fine with me. Man, going first is just so good. I honestly think that I just take that. do not want him to get value off of that at all. I do need a land. This gets me a card, man. Let's do it. It is land. Huge. Let's take you. Let's play land. Oh, we played land already. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Because we're the slow ones. Ooh. Double Mirex. Are there any creatures in the yard? There's an Archangel. There is one Archangel. We don't really care about that, though. He got to 7 first, though. Groovy, groovy. Let's play you. And then, say go, I guess. I don't really have a choice. He gets the Archangel back, but we don't really care that he does. We hope he plays creatures out with it. Do I cycle this? Yeah, I think I do. Okay. It's fine. Turn it into a non-tap. On-tap land. What's the play here? Slam our own virtue? Take a hit? See what he plays? I think so. Plus draw a card. Another Sunfall. Nice. So, neither of these virtues does anything right now, but, we're hoping what he does is he builds his board out a little bit, and then we Sunfall him. He definitely is holding onto a Sunfall as well. So, for now, we can just leave it as no creatures anywhere. So, we'll Beanstalk. Draw our card. We'll draw 2 cards off of Sunfall. Hopefully one's a land. Perfect. We are going to play it for turn. He wants to Mirex. Nothing we can do about that. I don't think he wins with the Mirexes. So I'm not that worried about him. It is pretty sad that he got 2 and we got none. We definitely do run 4. So, we'll start cycling after this, I suppose. So now what do we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for this, then we can still buff that up. Yeah. Let's hard migrate. Let's make him sweep. There's our own Mirex. That's good. I honestly think the go for the throat has to leave here. Nope, well, I'm going to get rid of one of the virtues. I don't need 3. So he's trying to Sunfall for a big creature. And that's fine. That's fine. And discard. We're going to discard a virtue here. We can get our own Mirex cooking next turn. That's good. Yep. Sunfall's big. Groovy. He's got a hell of a creature there. We don't really care about it though. I think we'll make him buff it up to block here. Play our own Mirex. Swing. He would rather make a singular Mirex token than block. So I guess we'd be the first to Atraxa. We have so much in our hand. We might not take that much here, actually. We might just take like this. I don't want any of this. My hand is so good. I'm gonna actually say no to all of this, I think, maybe. I think I submit 0 here. Yeah, we have a go for the throat for his own Atraxa type situation already. And we just have to discard stuff, so we say no. We'll get rid of the invasion. Probably the least important card here. Yep. Invasion's gone. We have go for the throat. Leyline Binding open. Okay, he's gonna Leyline Binding himself. Perfect. Well, we're gonna do this for sure. Stomper's not good here, I think. We can probably get rid of it. Let's take you. He's gonna Leyline Binding as well. Perfect. We're kind of fine with him fighting over this like this because we have another Atraxa. Pass. Yep, all you. We'll cycle. We'll cycle this one. Another Mirax, that's good. So we have a lot of things that we can do here, which is very nice. I think we heard Migrate to start. I think forcing him to sweep is important. Yep, yep. Do we think he sweeps again? We're at 24 cards. Let's just get this down. We might not have any basics left. No, we do. We do. Let's just grab them out, I guess. This isn't gonna ever kill anything from here on out, so let's just do it. We think he's gonna Atraxa. And it's fine with us if he does. It appears he's going to Sunfall again, but that's fine. No, he's gonna Atraxa himself. So he probably doesn't want to. He probably doesn't want to. Sunfall here. He would need to grab an untapped mana to do it anyway. Let's see what his decision is. We have like too many cards in hand to Atraxa, man. We get rid of a lot of these lands, of course. So we can Binding, but that doesn't hurt us that much here. I mean, I'm not sure what even bindings that we give a shit about. Nothing, really. He's not gonna attack. So that's fine then. We'll hold that for cycle just in case. Let's go for the throat this. And then let's see what he does when we swing all. He's got a binding, he's got a go for the throat. He's got a 9/9 he can pull. Yep. Yep. That's your decision? He goes to 6. What happens if I Sunfall here? What does he have in hand? Anything I'm scared of? Can he Mirrex? He cannot Mirrex. He can kill my blocker and get in for some damage. But then he has to tap. I think I'm supposed to just leave my mana open here. But I don't know that for sure. Yeah, I'm supposed to leave my mana open and Mirrex at the end of his turn. That's what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, he can have that. That Atraxa doesn't affect us at all. He needs something much better than that. course, he gets a full grip. We'll see if he Sunfalls everything away. If he does, though, we get to be the first to make some Mirexes. And he can Binding one. Go for the throat does not work. So what does he find? Archangel of Wrath of his own. He should probably use that for life gain here, or the herd migration. So we have to assume with the herd migrations he can gain some life. So we don't want to overextend too far. He's going to herd migration himself. There's another blocker. Okay. I think we take 9. And then here's what we do. He has 2 mana open. So we go for the throat this on his turn before our virtue pops. Okay. Then we make Mirexes. And again. Alright, we grab our Atraxa. See what that can fill our hand with. We don't need another Up the Beanstalk. We have another Atraxa. Archangel of Wrath is good. We don't need to take a land. We can take a Boseiju though. That's pretty good. And we can take another herd migration. Let's just do those 3. Yep, perfect. We can land. Let's Boseiju here. Kill that. He has 6 blockers. Let's take a blocker. Let's swing all. He can use that to get his black mana for his go for the throat. So then do I still Sunfall here? Are there creatures in the yard that he can get? None in mine. None in his. So then his virtue whiffs. So I think what we do here... He could take the Archangel. He has one of his own. I think we just go wide then. And not Sunfall. Let's go wide. Maybe we draw a Leyline Binding? Deep pop. Don't love that. There's a Leyline Binding. That's good. Alright. We want to keep a Leyline Binding open. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that leaves the Leyline Binding open. Alright, so we still have our Leyline Binding open. We're going to ping face with this. And let's see what kind of turn he can have. I think I make it a blowout here, actually. I think this is the best play I have. But watch what I do, though. It's different than you think. Just kidding, it's probably exactly what you think. I think we do like that, man. And we don't mind discarding some of these lands. He's gonna Leyline Binding himself. That's pretty good. For us, I mean. Like, he needs to sweep now. What's he working on? Just click this one. Dude? Holy. Discard a card. I mean, honestly, Stomper can go, actually. It's the least important card that I have. Alright. He can reload full grip. What does he see here? Okay, the Sunfall. He really needs to play that this turn. And then Archangel of Wrath for some life gain is what he needs to do. We'll see if that's what he does. He needs to exile everything. And then Archangel for life. That's what he needs to do. Yep. Nicely played, sir. Now Archangel for life gain. Nicely played. Nicely played. What does he have? 3 open? Yep. Zero open. Guess we'll take a plains. Up the Beanstalk's not that good. I'm almost out of cards. What do we do here? He's got an Atraxa that we don't really care about. No cards in the yard. I still have a Leyline Binding, man. I think I try to find it. Nope. Okay. We could find it with Atraxa. There it is. I think we might just Sunfall here. He could get in for 13 if I do that, though. And one Archangel of Wrath wins in the game then. So I can't risk doing that. I could depop. But then he gets a card back. Probably an Atraxa or something that he actually wants. So let's leave that open. Let's play a Stomper. But then say no to getting a land. Decline. And then next. And end. And you can go. 3 card taps to go. So I guess this Sunfall he knows about can go. Alright. Atraxa? Good. He has another Leyline Binding in his deck as well. The question is, has he found it already? It's not there. So it's either in his hand or it's in the bottom 12. I feel like I can't even use this game because it's so freaking long. He has a Sunfall. Do we think that's his play? I think it can't be his play. I'm almost sure he can't Sunfall here and win the game. That seems like a weird attack. What's his plan with that attack? He's just gonna Sunfall anyway? He gives me 7 life though. Wild, man. Do we think he has the Leyline Binding, or do we think we can win here? Well, let's find out. I say we find out. I think it's our best bet to win. Let's see if he has the other Leyline Binding. If I target his Leyline that has my Leyline, it's irrelevant, right? I'm just gonna decline this. Does that hit? Oh. So he loses then. Wow, what a game. Oh lord, what a mirror game. That was crazy. How long was that? 30 minutes? Wow, insane.